Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here back with our Sunday evening racing, and we're going to start this year off with the little Golf Mark 1s. We took them out for a spin in the Sunday Cup. There is a stream somewhere of the Sunday Cup with these little Golf Mark 1s in. They were such fun. We ran them at 150 brake horsepower, but these have been up to about 200 brake horsepower. These little Golf Mark 1s have been up to minimum weights. They're on the medium tyres, and they've got tuning so they can use the good gearbox, the racing gearbox, so they can alter their suspension, ride height. They can do a couple of snazzy things with these setups, but I found when we raced these very low-end class cars, the setups didn't really alter much. It was just more for comfort of driving than it was for speed. It's really about the gearbox. It's getting the gearbox right, and you do have to slide the gearbox up and down. There is Sharan, the Russian sensation, out there in his battered Castrol oil livery. It looks fantastic. He's in a winning position for the championship in the final one. I wonder if he'll get a brand spanking new Castrol livery on that one, just to celebrate. We'll see. Electric out there in the VRC Motorsport livery, looking very nice indeed. Rido, whoa, looking absolutely leery at the back end of that Golf. In the Marlboro colours. Oof. So Rido trying to get a handle of his Golf out there, but it looks nice. There is Uncle B Darren, the Pink Panther. He's getting out of Skyjacker's way, it seems, over by the barrier. We are at Miyabi, Kyoto Driving Park, and Miyabi for round one of this Golf. So we're using the Golf Mark 1s. I think they're from like 1984. We have medium tyres. We're going to do 3 sprint races. They're going to do 7 minutes of qualifying come 8 o'clock. This is the first round. There's no table, and there's no clue what's going to go on. Me and Skyjacker took these cars out for a spin. We tried 250 brake horsepower, and they were just horribly understeery. They just didn't want to go into the corners whatsoever, and they weren't too much fun to drive. So we went down to about 200 brake horsepower, and they became rapid little beasts. They really did. Quite fun. On the softer compound, they were a little too easy. They were a little planted. So we tried the medium tyre out, and it just seemed to hit the right spot there, from being on a bit of a wiggly edge through lack of grip through the tyres to a nice pokey little car underneath you. And there is Skyjacker in his monster livery, as we have come to expect from car 99. Sharan still fastest man out there. So this is around about the longest straight. You kind of want to be topping out in your top gear coming down the longest straight. So is anyone? They're all in corners. Oh no, Uncle B's out of brake. There's Barry Twins. Barry Twins entered. We can't quite see his car because of the steward, the marshal, in the way. So that's one to look forward to. Koi Carp also behind a post in the pits, and there is a Digital Blasphemy. See a little bit of his. But yeah, they're on medium tyres. They've got 3 15-minute sprint races ahead of them. 7 minutes of qualifying. 3 15-minute sprint races. Race 2 and 3 are going to be a reverse grid of the race 1 results and race 2 results. And it should just be a fun little championship, an 8-week championship at some interesting tracks, we hope. We've kept to the short tracks, them being an underpowered car. Try and keep it nice and tight. So all the shortest tracks have been selected in this championship, and we should have a fun 8 weeks watching these little Golfs rag it around. At the moment, Electric getting very comfortable in his Golf. Let's have a look what he sees. tape deck and all. Look at that. Oh, I don't even know if there's a tape deck in that. I think that's just radio. I think that might even be before tape decks were a thing. And Skyjacker in the chat saying good evening again. Hello. Yes, we were just chatting in the pit stop. So we've been dabbing for about an hour and a half, talking about all sorts of different things. If you ever want to catch up on the pit stop, it is literally just me and Skyjacker having a chinwag about everything, really. Didn't even touch on F1, or I mean, F1 at the moment there is no F1. But I mean, that Omar leaving Force India Aston Martin, but going straight to Alpine like it was already sorted out. One wonders if there's an engine deal in that little package, and if Aston Martin are going to shed the Mercedes and move over to Alpine engines. Who knows? It is the silly season. It's the time to start these mad rumours. So Electric making his way round in 4th gear there, up to about 100 miles an hour around here at Kyoto Driving Park, Miyabi. It should be a nice easy track to ease them into round 1. Some nice straights. It's kind of like a bit of a gone off oval. As Electric brings it around that final corner. Small chicane to get through. Look at that, no lift whatsoever. He can get it straight through there. Up to 4th, up to the first corner. Skyjacker's asking if we're ready for qualifying. We'll just see how the braking goes into this corner. He's carrying a lot of speed. He's lifted now down to 4th, and it's not much on the brakes in that corner. This is going to be fun. I've got a feeling this is going to be fun, guys. This looks... They're driving those Golfs like they're planted, so we should see some good racing. Let me just join the R Brigade for Skyjacker to monitor whom is ready to go or not. Shiren then, he's out there in his Castrol. Rido in the Marlboro colours. He's up there in 2nd fastest in practice. Digital Blasphemy out there now with his new design, very nice. UBD in the Black Pink Panther car, I think made by Pat. I saw Pat posting that one the other day. So Skyjacker making his way out. Now I wonder if these guys, because I know they're tuning with their gears, and I wonder if they've made the same mistake as I did when it came to race start, that I didn't really tune that lower end. I didn't touch my first gear whatsoever. So when we went to leave the line at the beginning of the race, everyone left me for dead because my first gear was just way too long and everyone just shot off. So Electric out on the track in his Golf. So Skyjacker making his way around on his out lap as well. See a couple of others. Rido in the Marlboro colours. Shiren in his Castrol. Koikarp in his new Castrol, shiny Castrol. Binko out there. He's donning Durham. Durham something, we'll catch it. We have Electric with the VRC Motorsports logo alongside his car. UBD out there in it's black though. We usually see full pink from UBD. He's gone black for this one with a little tipple of pink. Digital Blasphemy then making his way around. 7 minutes of qualifying here at Miyabi. Looks like Skyjacker's just about to lay down the first lap for us all to go by. A 43.6. Barry Twins crossing with a 43.6 also, was it? Shiren's got fastest of all with a 43.2. So Shiren fastest. Koikarp goes 2nd fastest. No. Binko goes fastest of all with a 43.219. Absolutely nothing in it between him and the Russian. And they're still setting times. Koikarp 3rd fastest on that run with a 43.5. Skyjacker 4th fastest. Barry Twins is 5th fastest. Electric out there in 6th with UBD qualifying 7th. Rido 8th fastest. And then 9th for, well, I don't think Digital Blasphemy has actually put a lap in yet. So here comes Digital Blasphemy's efforts. He goes 7th fastest with that one. 7th fastest. So Skyjacker Fourth fastest with that run. Binko being the fastest man so far. He's coming across Koikarp on track though. Maybe he's going to use him for a tow. You never know. But Skyjacker, Uncle B Darren setting a time. Good enough for 7th. UBD 7th fastest. Just knocked Digital Blasphemy down into 8th. And Skyjacker in his Golf. Seems not to have made any mistakes yet. As he comes towards the line, it looks faster than the previous lap. Is it though? No, he doesn't go any faster. Koikarp just coming around those final corners. He looks to have pulled away from Binko, who was closing up on him. He doesn't go any faster. Binko does not manage to go any faster. Shiren, he's already gone through. So Barry Twins, he's gone through as well. He didn't go any faster. No one's really gone faster. Well, UBD did go faster on his 3rd run. Digital Blasphemy winding up the Golf. And yeah, so they could have, they all could be on different Golf gear settings out there, and ride height, and the spring settings for the dampeners. But like I said, these lowly I think these are what, N200s cars. There's not much to the setups anyway. I literally just stiffened mine up and lowered it when I partook in the Sunday Cup. And it felt okay. That felt okay. And even when we did the Clios, the Renault Clio Cup, we had the setups with that, and I pretty much kept the same setup for the whole season. I didn't alter the setup. Just felt comfortable with the car driving, so I stuck with it. And yeah, it's just the gear ratios. It's just according to the track you're on. You have to change the gear ratio, and it's nothing really. There's a slider at the top. Tweak each gear if you fancy, but on a whole, there we see 5th gear for Binko. He's just getting to the top there, but not quite. So I think he's got his gears spot on there. Shiren next fastest, only 300ths off of Binko's time. We've got 2 more minutes left of qualifying, and Binko looks to have got this pole sorted out. Koikarp coming back out of the pits. Skyjacker 4th fastest, still on, but he's up. He's up, but he's a 10th down on Koikarp's time, and he was only 200ths up in that sector. We'll stay with him. He's going through another sector. He's out wide, 400ths. Can he find another 600ths in this last sector? It's quite a tight corner. You could gain quite well in that and the chicane. And a Skyjacker might be able to just get up ahead of Koikarp as he comes towards the line. He does not manage it. He does not manage it. Electric does go faster though. Electric moving up into 6th place. He's only 100th off of Barry Twins and 400ths ahead of UBD. Very tight. Look at Digital Blasphemy. He's only 100ths off of UBD's time. With Rido there, only 900ths off of Digital Blasphemy's time there. It's 6/10ths covering the whole field from 1st down to 9th. It's that tight in there. So Binko at the moment, he is pole man, just about. Shiren, none of these are able. The fuel is trickling down. I can see the fuel has only just a little bit worn out, and they don't seem to be going any faster though. The more runs they get. Turtle out wide, he's down at that sector. Koikarp, he's just started a lap. He's a solid 3rd at the moment on the grid. Great start for the Castrol Golf driver. Skyjacker. We've got Electric out there in a solid job. The timer's just about to run out, so this is going to be some of their last runs. UBD, is he on for a lap here? As the timer's run out, this is going to be his last bite at this. He's in 7th. Skyjacker's gone faster, but doesn't look to have moved. UBD didn't go any faster then. So Binko still pushing. Shiren chasing that pole. Koikarp's gone across the line. He hasn't gone any faster, but stays in 3rd. Skyjacker's finished in 4th. Barry Twins has finished in 5th. Then Electric in 6th. UBD in 7th. Then we've got Digital Blasphemy. He's still going. He's still going. He's coming towards the line. Can he alter his 8th place? No, he manages not to. Rido has finished in 9th. Binko does not go any faster, but he stays in pole. There we go. 9 runners there, and that was one hell of a tight field. Very close together those times, and that should come out as a very tight, nice little race here between these 9 competitors. As Binko starts our first Golf Cup race on pole. He's ahead of Shiren with Koikap just sitting behind them. The lights are coming on. They're ready to go with their Golfs. Oh no, exit. Oh, because Urban Pirate didn't get in. So they're briskly, that was quick, wasn't it, eh? Skyjacker had a word about it in the pit stop today, saying he likes people to exit when they're asked, not a lap later or half a lap around. And that one, everyone was out. They were out within seconds. There was no messing around. So yeah, it looks like there was a problem with Urban Pirate in that, and he's going to get added to the back of the grid after qualifying. I imagine now he's not entered yet, nor is Electric. Come on, enter, guys. This was all part of the dawdling. See, I don't have to enter because I'm just I'm voyeuring, and I don't need to be placed on a grid. So everyone's entered now, so we won't be wasting any more time. I think we could have a quick look at some of the stats on these cars, could we? Maybe. So there you go. They're 200 brake horsepower, 809 kilograms on the medium tyres. Final start in, so I'll get to the... So yeah, Urban would have been added to the back. Oh, he's going in dry, lads. He's going in dry. Why was that? And here we go then. After 7 minutes of qualifying, Urban being added to the back of the grid. So it makes it 10 guys in the field as they face down that first corner. Binko on pole. Is he going to get his first win here in the Golf Cup? Who will cross the line first? The lights, we can see the lights. There's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Green, go, go, go. So Binko, it looks a bit of a slow start from all of them there. And Koikap onto a great start at the moment. But Shiren is there holding ground ahead of Koikap for that second place. Koikap looking around, feisty around the outside. Skyjacker on a lead there in 4th, just ahead of Electric. Electric up into 5th. He's got those low gears sword. Look at him. He's really getting through the torque nicely there. Going up against Skyjacker. Shiren, though, does stay in 2nd place, and he looks to be going to hassle Binko, who's leading the way. Then Koikap just dropping in behind them. There is Skyjacker really late on the brakes, right on the back of Koikap through that corner. That was absolutely dynamic movement. Barry Twins in 5th place in his Golf ahead of Electric, who's in 6th. We've got Digital Blasphemy in 7th. He's on a move against Electric. Digital Blasphemy up to 6th, and then you've got Rido following them through as well. Rido down there with Uncle Pirate, keeping up the back end, and Rido's wiggling around mid-corner. That gives Electric the opportunity to pull away from him, and Uncle B. Darren's right there behind Electric, and there's a real battle down here with Rido just edging ahead of those guys in 7th place, and this is a battle royale down here against Electric, Uncle B. Darren and Urban Pirate just coming across UBD. He's got through, and they're all, but Urban's gone really late on the brakes. He's gone very wide, absolutely chasm wide, and now the running order is Rido in 6th place, Electric in 7th, Digital Blasphemy in 8th, UBD in 9th, and Urban Pirate in 10th place. Binko leads the way from Shiren. Shiren not relenting any of that pressure off of the back of Binko, and Binko just soaking it up for now. 15-minute race we've got around here at Miyabi Kyoto Driving Park, and Koikap holding on to that podium position ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker half a second behind. Oh, Skyjacker, we've seen he's really late in that brakes there. He can really gain up to the back of the car ahead of him, and he's bringing Barry Twins along. Barry Twins right on it. with Skyjacker sat on board with the Belgian driver as he drives in 5th, just ahead of Digital Blasphemy, around about 2 seconds. Digital Blasphemy ahead of Electric, who's ahead of Rido. Rido must have dropped out of that fight, and there we see Skyjacker trying to wind up that Golf to get a run on Koikap coming out of this corner. And Barry Twins on the case also as they head down in 4th gear. Cars handling quite nicely for these competitors, and it looks like Binko under a lot of pressure at the moment, up there in the lead from Shuren. Shuren edging his bets up against the leader of this race as these three battle each other for that final podium position. To have a look, there's Binko, there's Shuren going out wide, he's sweeping into the corner, and Binko driving defensive on the apex. Shuren on the attack then, Shuren is on the attack. We are only 3 minutes into this race, and it's already been a race, and there looks like Skyjacker's getting the move on Koikap. Koikap dropping down into 4th as Skyjacker tries to plant one on, but Koikap's still holding ground, and that's given Barry Twins the opportunity to come up. He comes up the inside and grabs himself a podium. Barry Twins slides up the inside of Koikap, but Skyjacker's back at him. Skyjacker back at him now, and he's up to 3rd. Koikap coming through as well to 4th, and Barry Twins giddy up there on the podium. And he slips back down to 5th. There is Digital Blasphemy ahead of Electric, who is battling it out there with Rido and UBD. UBD looking for a way past Rido. He's looking one way, he's looking the other. He's out wide in this one. Can he pull it around mid-corner? He'll get a lovely slingshot on Rido with that line. Look at him coming towards Rido. Beautiful stuff from UBD. He really got a beautiful line through that corner, and he slung a shot himself right all over the back of Rido. And Rido is just having to defend best he can. UBD late on the brakes. The Golf doesn't even look like there's any control there, and Rido says that's okay, I'll get that one back, whilst Electric looks to have made a mistake in that corner, and Rido's moved up into 7th place. And this is a lovely little battle we're having down here between Digi, Rido, Electric, UBD. Fantastic stuff. Urban Pirate, he's lost the pack a little bit there. We saw him going very wide in one of the corners. I don't know if he's had much practice with the Golf, but he's got to get used to it. There we see a Binko still leading from Shuren. Shuren chasing him down, but Binko seems to have the measure of the Russian sensation at the moment, but that Russian will not leave it. Skyjacker up into that 3rd place ahead of Koikar. Barry Twins still sitting snugly behind 4th place. He's still looking for a good haul of points today in this Golf. At the meantime though, that was like, that's half a second. Digital Blasphemy has caught up the 3 ahead of him. He was 2 seconds adrift, now 1.6 seconds, and Digital Blasphemy starting to catch that little pack of cars up ahead of him. Electric in 7th, following Digi around very swiftly. There's Rido in 8th, UBD in 9th spot, and Urban Pirate down there in 10th. He's got a nice cruise through that corner. But Binko leads the way from Shuren. These two pulling away from the rest of the pack. Skyjacker fighting his way past Barry Twins and Koikar to get himself on that final podium step. So far, we're 6 minutes into this race. We've still got a good 9 minutes left of racing ahead of us, and Koikar's not given up on that podium. He's coming back at Skyjacker. Skyjacker may be in trouble from Koikar here. Koikap all over the back of Skyjacker, with Barry Twins doing an extraordinary job in 5th place. Digital Blasphemy, he's got another couple of tenths in on Barry Twins. He's closing in on him. There's cars wide out there. Electric went wide, Rido went wide, UBD closing in on those two youngsters ahead of him, and the Irishman and the Englishman are going to feel the wrath of UBD pretty soon. Urban Pyro around to 9 seconds off of the field with that off, but they are short sprint racers, so they'll be re-going again soon. Binko, he's lost Shuren. He's a second ahead of Shuren. Shuren's dropped right back. A 43.3 from Binko last time around, 43.9 from Shuren. Shuren just not getting the pace out of the Golf. than Binko is managing at the moment. Skyjacker only just staying ahead of Koikap. This is a very tall battle here, and Digital Blasphemy and Electric, Rido and UBD all set to join in the battle for third place. Skyjacker trying to maintain that podium. He's got Koikap coming for a move. Koikap looked like he was lining him up in the slipstream. They're going through the corner. There's nothing in it between Koi and Skyjacker. Koikap having a look up the inside. Can he make the move? He's up alongside virtually. No, Skyjacker's still just ahead of Koikap, and Koikap keeping his nose in there, making it as difficult to Skyjacker as he possibly can. You want to disrupt Skyjacker. You don't want to make contact, obviously, but you just want to get your car in the way of him putting it on the apex. You want to get your car in between him and the apex. That's how he defends. He gets right on the apexes of those corners, and you just can't get any purchase. So you just want to make it awkward. You want to take up some of the space that he would like. Binko, meanwhile, still out there, leading the way, 1.2 seconds. Shuren staying... edging his Golf right to the edge of the track. Skyjacker defending against Koikap. Barry Twins right there in the thick of the action, and so is Electric and Rido all still battling it out. Whoa, Rido hanging his Golf right out to the... he's on the grass. He was doing a bit of rally. Oh, we've had an off. Digital Blasphemy. He's had a bit of an off. Digital Blasphemy, we'll see what happened. He was there in 6th, chasing down Barry Twins, catching Barry Twins up. Oh, yes. That will do it. Look at that bad boy go. So... we saw Digi just hanging his Golf over the curb a little bit onto a grand lead there at the moment, 1.8 seconds ahead of Shuren. Shuren just not being able to maintain the pace that Binko is bringing in this race so far. Koikap's up, there's no Skyjacker slipping down into 5th place, and Koikap is up into 3rd place now, with Barry Twins moving up into 4th. Skyjacker has slipped to 5th. Then we have Rido is ahead of Electric. We've had movement up and down the field. Uncle B ahead of Digital Blasphemy. We saw Digital Blasphemy having his off. Urban there, 13 seconds adrift of that battle, whilst Binko absolutely flying, nearly 2 seconds ahead of Shuren. Shuren not giving up the cause, though. He's chasing after Binko, and you never know. One wheel wrong and it can all go Pete Tong. So Shuren knows it's not over until that checkered flag is waving in the air. So he sets chase of Binko. Barry Twins, he was up into 3rd, but it looks like Koikap's just got him from underneath, and Koikap stays in that podium position, but Barry Twins very much wants to be involved in that proceedings. He wants a bit of champagne, does Barry? That'll be his first VRC podium if he can get it to stick, and he's all over Koikap. He seems to have the pace. He's out wide though, giving Skyjacker a run, and now we've got Rido in the mix with Electric up in, so we've got 3rd fighting all the way down to 7th place. UBD in 8th, Digital Blasphemy on the comeback there in 9th, and Urban Pirate out there in a 10th spot. Binko getting comfortable, it's pulling more and more away. This is the battle: Koikap versus Barry Twins versus Skyjacker versus Rido versus Electric versus UBD very soon. Barry Twins looking to get a move on Koikap for that podium. Koikap going in defensive. Barry Twins right there. Barry Twins just trying to look for some purchase. Loses the car a little bit, and now he's under threat from Skyjacker. Skyjacker right on the rear boot of that Golf ahead of him. And this is an absolute cracking display of racing here at Miyabi for round 1 of the VW Golf. And there goes Skyjacker, very late on his brakes, very late indeed into the corner. Put a lot of trust in those brakes, did Skyjacker, and he went up into 3rd place. Koikap 4th, still ahead of Barry Twins. No, Rido's followed Skyjacker through, it seems. It looks to me that Rido took the opportune moment to get through, and now he's attacking Koikap for that 4th place, while Skyjacker tries to run away with a 3rd. Brilliant racing down there from all concerned. Koikap coming back at Rido. Rido holding grounds against the Castrol liveried Golf. Oh, there's nearly no room. Barry Twins in 6th. I bet he can't believe it. He was fighting for the podium 2 seconds ago, fighting for the podium. He's down in 6th, looking at a face full of Golf. He can't find a way through. If it's not Castrol, it's Marlborough. And there is that 3rd place that he was fighting for. Unbelievable stuff. Here comes Rido back at Koikap. Is going to be 3 wide as they hit the first corner, and Rido trying to go up the inside there. Does he make it stick? Rido in 4th place. He does, and Barry Twins followed him through. Koikap's down to 7th now. Koikap can't believe he's looking. Electric's got to run on him as well. Into the corner, and Electric up into 6th. So Koikap's 7th place, but he's alongside Electric. It isn't giving up on that position yet, whilst Rido and Barry Twins battle it out just ahead. Barry Twins makes the move up the inside of Rido, and Barry Twins back up into 4th and chasing Skyjacker down. Skyjacker managing to get some fresh breath air from that battle, and he's pulled away by 1.5 seconds. Binko then 3.7 seconds in the lead now. Shiren, he's just driving for 2nd place, it seems. We've got 1.5 minutes left of racing here, and Skyjacker a solid 3rd place. Then we've got the battle for 4th with Rido, Barry Twins, Koikap, Digital Blasphemy, Electric. They're all in the mix. Anyone can get it, and Barry Twins at the moment is the man who has it ahead of Rido. Rido in that stylish looking livery. And Koikap, he's got himself ahead of Electric. Digital Blasphemy's in the mix now. Digital Blasphemy we saw having an off earlier. He's trying to find himself room between Koikap and Electric, and Digital Blasphemy now up into 6th place, and this race is changing every single corner. Koikap down into 7th. We saw he was battling for that 3rd place that Skyjacker is running away with. Barry Twins seems to have been able to see off Rido for the time being, and is holding on to 4th. Rido in 5th, and this is looking very tasty out there. Digital Blasphemy up to 6th with Electric in 7th. Koikap battling for 8th now with UBD in 9th and Urban Pirate in 10th spot. But Binko looks like he's going to get this first race under his belt. Done and dusted. 20 seconds left on the clock as they make their way around here at Mayabe at Kyoto Driving Park, and we've had a delightful little 15-minute race there with Binko taking the lead, Shiren fighting him for it, Skyjacker scrapping with everyone else for that 3rd. Rido finally up into 4th. Rido's got 4th away from Barry Twins. Barry Twins slipping down. As anyone crossing the line, the flag is out, and it's just Urban Pirate who's finishing 1st there in 10th place. Then the next man to cross the line is the winner. This is Binko. He's back. He had a rest from Sunday night, and he's back again with a bang, with a win. Super stuff from Binko. Shiren brings it home in 2nd place, while Skyjacker claims that final podium position, and Manny had to fight for it. Take a boo, my son. And Rido grabbing 4th place. Cracking stuff with Barry Twins in 5th. So close, Barry. Digital Blasphemy fought his way through to get up to 6th. Koikap, heart's got to bleed for Koikap. Absolutely solid race. Ends up down in 7th. Electric in 8th. UBD in 9th with Cyber Pirate in 10th. And there he is. There's the man of the moment. Pole position, fastest lap, and the win from Binko. Super stuff. I think you get points for the fastest lap of the round. So we have to look on Facebook, I suppose. We have to look on YouTube to keep an eye on who's done what fastest lap. But so far, the fastest lap is Binko. He's got the point for it. There's another 2 races, and if they can beat a 43.217, then they will get the points for it. So after 7 minutes of qualifying and 15 minutes of racing, here for the first race of the VW Golf Cup, we see that Binko takes home the spoils up there with the win, the pole, and so far fastest lap. Shiren came home in a solid 2nd place, couldn't keep pace with Binko throughout, but for them early doors, he kept it within a second for a while there. And in the end, Binko just disappeared. Skyjacker scrapping with everyone to keep hold of that 3rd place. And 3rd place he kept hold of. Rido having a race through the pack. He was quite far back early doors. come through to finish in a strong fourth place, with Barry Twins in fifth. Digital Blasphemy having a huge off and having to do it all again, getting himself up into sixth. Koikap dropping off right in the final lap. He was there battling for a podium position, and then once the pack caught him and everyone started racing, he seemed to shuffle down into seventh place. Electric in eighth again. He was up there. He was ahead of Rido and Barry Twins, and he got shuffled down into eighth. UBD coming home in ninth, with Urban Pirate finishing in 10th. It looked like he had a late break early on and had to just drive around at the back. Binko, like I said, has got the fastest lap so far this round with a 43.217. Hopefully I'll remember that when the next round of fastest laps comes through. 43.217, 43.217, 43.217. In the chat, Bunny is saying, yo thingy, good evening, mate. Come on, Rido. Well, he's off to a great start. Fourth, great racing from Rido. So, yes, I'm hoping for good things. I made the car. It's my livery. So, yes, I'm hoping for good things from that Marlboro. I want it to be on screen as much as possible. So, Urban, a Pirate out there, trying to get some practice in. He missed out on qualifying. Possibly does. He doesn't get up to fifth gear. I don't think he's altered his gears. I think he's driving. He's probably put the sports gear in, possibly, but it doesn't look like he's getting the same gear ratios as everyone else is getting. So he might have to jump in the chats, in the Discord chat, and have someone explain about the gears to him, because I just don't think he's lowered that gear. A fourth gear. He's got a fifth gear he can use, and. Yes, he's. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he's altering his gearbox too much. He's not using that fifth gear, whereas Skyjacker behind him there, fourth, already halfway up the revs into fifth, and Urban, he's not even in fourth, not even on the revs at the end of the straight. So yeah, I think Urban, he might have to have a little play with his gearbox before the next round. They don't need to be very long as well, because these are all short tracks. So yeah, it's they're only short tracks. They can just keep a short, squirty little gearbox. Nothing major going on there. And that was an absolutely fun-filled race. We're going to have, I think I saw that the race is kicking off again in another 5 minutes in race 2. So they can have little plays with their setups if they need to. Shiren might fancy it. He might fancy giving himself an extra length on his gears, maybe. Just try and keep up with Binko. Try and find out what Binko's got in that setup that's making him so goddamn fast. Although they were all very fast. Barry Twins, that was a good result for him. There, 5th place. He probably feels like he lost there. He had 4th. Rido coming through though, getting that position from him. But he's racing and he's going in the right direction, isn't he? Certainly is. So Barry Twins out there testing how much grip he's got on that Golf as it comes down the straight. They're fine looking cars as well. We've got some great liveries. The Tati Old Castrol livery of Shiren is cracking, even though it's meant to look a bit scrappy, a bit scuffed. It's right up my alley. Urban there, and he's got a nice motif on the side of his car. Doesn't seem to have a main sponsor, but some people don't like it. Some people don't like all the names on their cars. And Electric going for a VRC Motorsports livery. Barry Twins, Martini hits the spot, the Belgian driver. It looks like the paint wasn't dry before he took it out, so it looks like he's dribbled a bit. So they're all waiting for race 2, reverse grid of the final results of race 1. So Binko will be starting on the back, and Urban Pirate should be starting on the front. But I think he's going to be in trouble if he hasn't sorted out, if he doesn't shorten that gearbox. That's what I think he needs to do. shorten his gearbox, make sure he's got the racing gearbox in. Oof, he's missed that corner totally. You can't do that in the race, it'll get spotted. If he shortens his gearbox somewhat, although it worked for him in practice, I don't think he'll get away with it in the race though. So someone's getting told off in the house. You can hear shouting. So I'm going to stay very quiet. I don't want no guns trailing on me. I've done nothing wrong, Gov. Just sitting here watching some racing. I can guess what it is. My 14-year-old spent a whole day on his PC yesterday, glued to gaming. From the minute he got up, he kept his head down, fell through the cracks. It's us. We put our hands up. It's our parenting. We should have. Someone should have noticed, but we didn't. He got away with it. He got to stay on his PC all day. Got away with it, but he was an absolute beast in the evening. And, I mean, I was late doing a stream Saturday night, and it is solely because of him, because of the fight I had with him to get him off. I literally was screaming my balls off and then sitting down saying, hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club, trying to sound all settled and chilled. But yeah, we were having a very big screaming match, and he didn't think he should have come off his PC at 9 o'clock in the evening so I can do a stream. And then his mum come home from her friends, and I think they had a similar argument that me and him had, and it was unrelated. We didn't even gang up on him. Try not to gang up on him when my wife's got a fight with him. I try and stay low key and out of it. And when I've got a fight with him, my wife also, it's between me and him. Some of that don't want to feel like you're ganging up, parents ganging up on your thing. Don't want him to think that every fight is a gang. It's us versus them. We're a democracy. Although I did tell him tonight, if he started picking a fight with her, I said I'm going to be on her side because I agree with her. That's my wife. I keep referring to as her, but I did warn him. I said, this is not a fight you're going to win, dude. I'm on your mum's side, so don't look for me for support. And now I've heard that it's gone sub-nuclear upstairs. I'm going to stay way out of the way and enjoy this second race. The woes of thingamajig, eh? Like you all care. We've all lived that teenage life. Either we've been the teenager or we deal with the teenager, one or the other. Rido saying, how are you? I'm good, Rido, I'm good. That was a great race there, man. Seeing some great results from you lately. Keep up the good work. So, here we go then. A race 2 of round 1 of the VW Golf Cup. And it's looking good so far. It was a fun first round. Binko absolutely flaming there, wasn't he? This is his forte. He was comfortable. We saw him. He was good in the HPEX. He was good in the juniors. I think he won the juniors, didn't he? Or did Racer Brown win? I don't remember. I'd have to look back on that one. I think Binko won the juniors. I'm going to stick my neck out and say Binko won. So the lights are on, and we are to go racing now. Super Stuff C Urban. This is the problem. If he's not got a Lemford gearbox, they're all going to be over him because he's going to take ages getting through those gears. And there it is. Electric up into first already. UBD fighting for that second place. Koikap up into third. There's Urban. He's up to speed now, but he's dropped down into fourth spot. Digital Blasphemy chasing him around there in fifth. Skyjackers in sixth. Binko's up to seventh already. Eighth for Shiren, but Shiren's going for a move on Bingo, is he? Oh no, that's Barry, sorry, Barry Twins. So Shiren and Barry Twins going and dicing side by side through the corner. Rido coming through, Rido trying to come through up the inside of everyone. Look at Rido go, he's jumped up into seventh place ahead of Binko. Shiren, oh dear. Urban just took Skyjacker right out. I think Urban might be, he looked like he just cut straight through that corner, did Urban, without any effort. And ploughed straight into Skyjacker. We don't want that sort of thing. There's dailies for that. So, I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that. If he suddenly disappears, Skyjacker might have made the decision to kick him out. It is his first race with us. But that didn't look too hot, and it took Skyjacker right out of it. Where is Skyjacker? Down there in 10th. And he got absolutely wiped out. UBD is leading this race so far, ahead of Electric. Koikap in 3rd. Digital Blasphemy up into 4th. Urban there in 5th, fighting Rido. Rido trying to go up against Urban. Up is inside. And Rido looks to be able to make the move on Urban. Rido there, up into 5th. Urban's very out wide. He's got 2 cars chasing him down. Shiren and Barry Twins. Shiren and Barry Twins trying to get up the side of Urban, but he's just in the way at there. He pulled in. Well, he took the racing line. He was allowed to be in the way. And he's out wide though. He's made a bit of contact with Shiren, but Shiren is through, chasing down Rido, and Barry going underneath Urban there. And it looks like Barry, looked like he fell in the same trap as Urban. Urban not going through that chicane at all gentlemanly. Electric there in 1st with UBD in 2nd place. Koikap in 3rd. Rido is in 4th at the moment. Digital Blasphemy in 5th, but he's going for a move on Rido. And Digital Blasphemy up into 4th spot. No, he's side by side with Rido. These two battling it out. Electric leads from Uncle B Darren, and Digital just getting himself ahead of Shiren there, but Urban's up there in the mix with Binko. Shiren and Rido all there trying to get through past Urban at the moment. Skyjacker trying to play catch up with Barry Twins there in 10th spot. 9th and 10th, they both got Urbaned through that chicane. And Electric leads the way from UBD. UBD holding on from Koikap. Koikap trying to get that inside line, but UBD sticking in there with his Golf, and he holds on to that 2nd place with Electric now out there in the lead with UBD in 2nd. Koikap fighting for 3rd. We've got Digital Blasphemy catching them up. Binko is through, up into 5th. Rido is 6th. Urban now in 7th place, with Shiren going up the inside of him, and Shiren now in 7th place with Urban there in 8th. Skyjacker just ahead of Barry Twins, catching up Urban. And Electric then leads the way ahead of UBD, but Koikap and Digi all in a line, queuing up to take the lead of this race. This is classic stuff. Electric still holding on to the lead, but it's 2nd place is anyone's. Koikap just slipped into 2nd ahead of UBD. UBD trying to come back at Koikap. Digital Blasphemy, he's there. Binko's coming through. Binko late on the brakes. I thought he was attacking Digi. Digi's gone wide. Digi's gone wide, and that's giving Binko the opportunity to close up to the back of Digital Blasphemy. Rido in 6th, Shiren in 7th. Then we have Urban in 8th place with Barry Twins in 9th and Skyjacker in 10th. Skyjacker slipping behind Barry as they race. Electric still leading the way though. We've got 10 minutes left of racing with Koikap there in 2nd. Uncle B Darren in 3rd. Digital Blasphemy 4th up against Binko. Binko trying to get through in this race. He won the first race. There's still plenty of time. He can still see the lead of the pack. And Binko trying to make his way through. And he's got Rido behind him in 6th, Shiren in 7th. Digi's gone wide, Binko's up into 4th. Rido now in 5th. Then we've got Shiren in 6th place. And Digital Blasphemy rejoining the track in 7th. We've got Urban in 8th with Skyjacker in 9th ahead of Barry Twins. Skyjacker going for the move on Urban. Up the inside, can he make it stick? He's up his inside at the moment. But Urban just hanging on there around the outside, but Skyjacker looks like he's got it to stick, and now Skyjacker back up into 8th with Barry Twins following him through in 9th. And there you go, they both make the move. Crucial to get past Urban. So leading the way, Koikap's caught Electric up. Koikap now leads the race. Koikap leading this race ahead of Electric. UBD is in 3rd place. Binko though in 4th. He's caught up UBD. So Binko on the tail of the leaders. Shiren also coming through. Rido's dropped back behind Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy up to 6th. Rido down in 7th. Skyjacker, he's got to catch that pack up, but he's got a big job to do. 8 and so minutes to go. But UBD coming in there like an absolute wrecking ball. Where did he come from? Late on the brakes. He's out wide. Electric's up through. And oh my God, where did UBD come from in that corner? He came from miles back, late on the brakes. Don't know if he would have made that corner without a few of those cars being there to help him through. Shiren then up into 3rd. Koi slips down into 4th. Through that with clash with UBD. Digital Blasphemy in 5th. Binko slipping down into 6th place. There we've got Rido in 7th, and they're all over the shop. Skyjacker is in 8th, but Barry Twins trying to come back through against Skyjacker, but Skyjacker holding on to the 8th spot so far. Electric back in the lead. UBD on it again, trying to get up the inside. And Electric, he's through to the lead now. Electric down into 2nd. We've got Shiren and Digi. I don't think they can see each other because they're trying to meld into one. But Shiren there just ahead of Digital Blasphemy, even though we're seeing them doing some weird mating ritual of the Golf. Koikarp in 5th, following that around with Binko in 6th, Rido 7th. Skyjacker in 8th, 3.5 seconds behind Rido. Probably a little too far unless someone makes a mistake. UBD still leading this race, but he's being lined up by the Irishman, Electric. He fancies a win. We've got 7 minutes left of racing, and there's UBD trying to drive defensive against Electric. Electric trying to go around the outside, and Shiren, the Russian sensation, he's in there. UBD's off the track at the moment. UBD went off the track. Oh my gosh. And Electric's now back in the lead. Shiren and Digital Blasphemy doing the conjoined thing. Koikarp up to 4th, Binko 5th, Rido 6th. Oh, UBD down into 7th spot. And that was absolutely crazy racing. And the Skyjacker and Barry Twins still enjoying a bit of racing down there in 8th and 9th place. Beautiful stuff. But Shiren is the leader of this race so far, with Digital Blasphemy a close 2nd. Koikarp back into a podium position, and man alive, who hasn't been in what position yet? Electric there, dropping down to 4th, 5th, maybe. Binko's going for the move up the inside, and Binko gets it sealed in 4th. Rido follows him through as Electric goes wide over the curbs. 4th, 6th place, UBD in 7th. Barry Twins ahead of Skyjacker in 8th. Urban Pirate making his way around there in 10th. I think your gears are too long, and you can't drive through the corners like that. So I'm not sure what will happen to Urban. Shiren though leads the way from Koi. Koi up to 2nd now. Digital Blasphemy down into 3rd. Binko knocking on the podium in 4th place. Rido in 5th. Another solid drive from Rido come the end of the race. Finds himself up there. UBD in 6th. Electric in 7th. These two at the front of the pack. At one point they battled hard between each other, and they found themselves now down in 6th and 7th with Skyjacker and Barry Twins knocking on the door. These two, we saw they were down, weren't they? Skyjacker and Barry Twins both being taken out by Urban. I don't usually point fingers, but it did quite blatantly look like Urban put them both out of commission. And so Barry Twins and Skyjacker catching up with Electric and a UBD, making a fight for it down there. Still points on offer. Shiren's pulled away by 1/2 second from Koikarp. Koikarp has got Binko right on his chuff, and that's got to be scary in anyone's book. We're sitting on board with Binko at the moment. Just behind Binko, we've got Digital Blasphemy. No, Digital Blasphemy's up alongside Binko. I apologise. Digital Blasphemy taking to the grass to get that move done. But Digital Blasphemy now up into 3rd. Rido going for a move on Binko. My word. So Shiren leading by 1/2 second from Koikarp. Koikarp ahead of Digital Blasphemy by a couple of tenths of a second. Rido fighting with Binko for that 4th and 5th place. And these cars look absolutely delicious. It's like Nationals level, isn't it? It's not super sleuth like liveries. They could be sort of a nice national race you go to on a Sunday. Sludge across 4 fields to go and watch. UBD is out there in 6th place, pulled away from Electric. Electric in a bit of a quandary now with Skyjacker very close behind. Skyjacker racing for every single point in this championship. Early doors, they've got to count every single one. Shiren and Binko off to great start so far, and Shiren looks like he's bringing this one home all the way. And Rido saying so smug, eh? What for that? Did he get a podium? I think he got in the first race. And Turtle saying all well thingy. Yeah, all goods, man, all goods in the hoods. Shiren leading this second race of round 1 so far in the Golf Cup. Binko took the win easily, first race out, and I thought, oh, Binko's going to wash the floor with these guys, but this race 2 has been a totally different picture whatsoever. Where is Binko? Binko's there in 4th. He was behind Rido. He's got himself back ahead of Rido, but he's got the fastest lap, but he's not getting it all his own way. Once you've got to start scrapping these guys, it's hard to get by. The cars aren't really that vastly different speed of each other, so there's no one with a superior advantage to anyone else. Shiren at the moment leading from Koikap. We saw Koikap leading earlier in this race, and there's still every opportunity for Koikap to come forward and take the win here. We've got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of racing for race 2 here at Miyabi, and we're getting a right treat here. Three-way battle for the lead, all within sight of each other. Binko not too far behind. Binko chasing that dream. Rido just there in 5th place as well. UBD climbing up into 6th with Electric under pressure from Skyjacker. Skyjacker looking for another position. He was hit early doors by Urban Pyra as he went through the chicane, and clean took Skyjacker out. I imagine he didn't even know what happened to him. It was that quick. And Skyjacker having to fight back in this race. He came across Barry Twins, battled with him. Now he's come across Electric. He's looking for a way past the Irish driver, but the Irish driver staying there from the school of Skyjacker, but he's gone wide coming out of the corner, and that gives Skyjacker half an opportunity, and Skyjacker says thank you very much, and he's up into 7th chasing down UBD, but Electric still not over yet. Electric on the inside there. They're side by side as they make their way through, and the beauty of these Golfs is there's plenty of space out there on these tracks. They're quite a small car. So Skyjacker then makes the move stick up into 7th, where Electric now in 8th, and Electric in under threat from Barry Twins, but Electric doesn't seem to have given up on that 7th place yet. Electric chasing Skyjacker down. He wants the position back. Skyjacker going totally defensive on the inside of the track, and Skyjacker trying to save his 7th spot for now, as Barry Twins helps Skyjacker. Now a distraction for Electric. Electric having to deal with Barry Twins. They're there, a little bit of paint clashing between Electric and Barry, and they're trying to exude their dominance out there, as Electric still on the attack, still won't give up on that 7th place against Skyjacker, and Skyjacker having to fight for every place today. Digital Blasphemy's leading. Digital Blasphemy's leading. Shiren's down in 3rd. My God, we've had a major change up at front, and Digital Blasphemy is now leading this race from Binko in 2nd. Koikap's dropped to 3rd, with Shiren behind Koikap in 4th place. Rido still in 5th, with UBD in 6th. Skyjacker 7th. Electric now in 8th. Barry Twins in 9th, and Urban in 10th place. But Digital Blasphemy is under immense pressure from Binko. The final lap has come out as they're coming around. They've just got the chicane to go after this corner, and Binko's gone up the inside of Digital Blasphemy, and it looks like it's going to be a double win for Binko today. Right there, right in the final corner, Binko just slyly got one on Digital to take the win. Digital Blasphemy brings it home in 2nd. Koikap grabs himself a podium. Take a boo, my son. Well done, Koikap. Shiren in 4th. Oh, he'll be absolutely ruined. Rido in 5th. I'll take you to the race results. But wow, Binko, his 2nd win. It didn't look like it was on the cards at one point, but Binko seriously got in there, rolled his sleeves up, got on with the business, and he got the win out of it today. And yeah, so I don't know what Skyjacker wants to do about Urban. But if you know, he hasn't got his gearbox right, and he was driving through that chicane like an absolute nutter under race conditions. So it's no one drives through chicanes like that. I know Skyjacker can hear me, so it's not like that much of a coded message over YouTube, is it? So I'll take you to the race results of that race. Oh, shoot. That was the second race, wasn't it? I hope someone else saved the replay. I forgot to save the replay. It's been a while. I've done these Sunday things. I forgot to save the replay of the first race. Hopefully someone else has. Hopefully there won't be no stewards things in the first race, because I forgot to save the replay. Sorry, guys. Done it this time. Done it for the second race. So, Binko took the win. Wow. Oh, God. I wasn't meant to press that. Oh, now it's loading. So, there you go. We've lost Binko. Not in the room. I just mean the dude spinning around, because I left and came back. So, Binko, his second win of the race, a 43.171. I don't know. We'll look at afterwards to see. I should have wrote it down, shouldn't I? I knew I wouldn't remember it. It's something like that. It was something like that anyway. I'm sure it was a 43, and it had 1s and 7s in it. So I'm not sure if that's faster or not. But anyway, no matter what, Binko's got one of the fastest laps so far. There's only one more race for anyone to try and go faster than Binko and steal the round's fastest lap off him. It's only points for the whole round. But so far, Binko has got that pole. He's got that fastest lap, and he's got 2 wins. So Binko absolutely destroying the field. But wow, took a while in that race. Didn't come easily for him. Only got it near the end with Digital Blasphemy. Koikap on a great podium position there for Koikap. Sharen in 4th. Rido in 5th. UBD coming home in 6th. Skyjacker fighting back in 7th after being urbaned in the chicane. Barry Twins in 8th after also being urbaned in the chicane. And Electric coming home in 9th place, which is a shame because Electric was leading for a good stint in the middle of that race. So Electric, don't know what happened to him near the end. And Urban coming home in 10th, but I think his gearbox is too long. And I don't know, he's going through chicane like an absolute nutter. 9:05 is the next race. We've got about 10 minutes. I might even skulk off for 5 minutes. Give you guys an ear a rest as we go into the dark. 7:30 dusk out there at Miyabi for the final race. 15 minutes of absolute glorious golf watching here at Miyabi Kyoto Driving Park. So yeah, just give me 2 minutes. I reckon I can conjure something up. I can throw a party together in 10 minutes. So no one's gone out on a track yet to see. So you're looking at guys in the garage. Let's see if there's a better view anywhere. Koikap, I reckon he'll go out for a little spin. I'll see you guys in a minute. YOLO. Back again. Someone went out then in the end. Koikart went out for me. Cheers, dude. So here we are then. That's 2 races down. Binko's got 2 wins under his belt. Is he going to go for that 3rd race victory? Another reverse grid after those race results. Oh, there you go, Pat saying it was a 43.217 fastest lap from race 1. So Binko is fastest man. He has gone faster. And Pat saying just check back in the broadcast. There you go. Pat is my man. And Shadow Rider in the chat saying, in buddy, hope you're well. I'm good now, man. I'm good. I survived COVID. I want a badge. I want to go to my doctors. I want to get a lollipop. And I want a big badge saying I was a big boy. I survived COVID. Hopefully didn't spread it to anyone because I isolated like a good person. So out there then, Binko, he's taken 2 wins so far this evening. This Golf suits him, man. He's driving it well. He's driving it like he stole it. And Binko doing a super job. Back on Sunday evenings. Can only race on a Sunday night, can our man Binko. We missed him in the last series we ran, the V-Dubs. So it's good to see him back again in the VWs. It's been very VW, hasn't it, Sunday evenings of late? And yeah, I put my hands up and say there's still plenty of VWs left to race. I haven't raced we've done a Samba thing, got that to present to you. The Roccos we haven't done yet. We haven't done the Group Bs. So there's still plenty of V-Dubs to race out there. Don't you worry, I'm not going to run out of V-Dub stuff. We're going to just recall Sunday V-Dub night. And just race VWs all the time. Any VW. Put a VW badge on it. Hey, that boat also in the fastest car in the world, I can't remember the name, Bugatti, isn't that a VW? Really? So Binko, he's doing very well in the Mark 1 Golfs. Shiren, that looked like he had that win all over it, didn't it? He looked like he got that one sorted. I honestly thought Shiren was in with a shout for the win on that second race. Not sure what happened to him, but he slipped back off the podium maybe. I'm not sure. Coy got 3rd. Who got 2nd? We'll find out in a second, won't we? We'll see who's 2nd at back. So let's have a look. It was a Digital Blasphemy. Yeah, Digital Blasphemy from nowhere at the end there on the podium. Super stuff. So Urban starting on pole. I don't know if he shortened his gears, but we'll find out as they pull away. You'll see if the other guys just fly by him. And that's because he's slowly coming up his ratio, because he's longer than the other guys. And there they are, red, green. Here we go. We are off for another round of racing, the last round of the evening. Electric gets a jump on Urban nice and early. So Electric into it, and there's Skyjacker from nowhere. Skyjacker on an absolutely bleeding great start. Barry Twins up into 3rd. Barry's been strong this evening in the VW Golf Cup. And UBD up there in 4th with Shiren in 5th. We've got Urban slipping down to 6th. Then we've got Binko in 7th. We've got Koi in 8th. Digital Blasphemy in 9th. And Arrido there in 10th. But Electric up against Skyjacker for the lead of the race. Electric's gone wide though. Electric's gone wide. Skyjacker's taken over the lead. UBD and Barry Twins all in a row. They're going through the chicane. My words. And not one of them, I think, followed the actual race line. So Skyjacker's leading from UBD with Electric in 3rd place. Barry Twins in 4th. There's a whole clump of cars there. Absolutely cracking stuff with Digital Blasphemy, Shiren, Barry Twins in 3rd. Barry Twins ahead of those guys. Shiren's there just on his tail. Electric's in the mix as well with Digital Blasphemy in 6th. Further down we've got Binko making his way through with Rido in 8th. Koikart coming back out. Rido up for 8th place for Koikart. He goes on the late brakes and he gets them, and he's up into 8th place now for Koikart ahead of the Marlboro Golf. Rido in 9th and Urban there is in 10th place, but I think that's more to say about the gear ratio out there. Skyjacker leads the way with UBD now in 2nd. Digital Blasphemy up the inside of UBD. He's going for a move. UBD did leave the door open a little bit there, and Digital Blasphemy just waltzed right into it. Elbows out. Uncle B Darren then in third with Electric, fourth place, looking for a way past UBD. Then we've got Bingo. Oh, Electric's out wide, and Bingo's going to make the killer move. Bingo's going to go for that move, is he not? No, he stays out of it, and Electric stays there. And oh, UBD's gone a little wide, up over the hill into the chicane, and Electric's got to run on UBD now. And this is absolutely jumping out there for these small little Golf Mark 1s. And they're quite fast and lethal as well. So Skyjacker runs away with the lead, but we can't count anything out yet. But Skyjacker's out there, nearly a second ahead of Digital Blasphemy in second. UBD holding on to that third, but Binko's coming there now. Binko fighting with Electric. Binko's had to back out of it. Electric still all over the back of UBD. UBD's out on the grass. He's come over to protect the spot from Electric. Electric wants to get the move. UBD's gone wide. UBD's gone wide at the top of the hill. Electric drives underneath him. Electric, and Bingo goes underneath Electric, and then Bingo is up into third place with Electric in fourth. Sharen follows them through there in fifth, and UBD, that's a bitter pill to swallow for UBD. Lost around 3 positions just from going a little bit wide, and Koikarp there trying to get through as well, and Koikarp does get through. So UBD down into 7th, and he's got to dust himself off and do it all again. Rido there in 8th place with Barry Twins on the tail of Rido in 9th. Urban just not managing to stay with them, and I'm pretty sure that's down to the gears. I'm sure his gear ratio is too high, and he's just not getting through the gears like these guys are. So Skyjacker leads the way from Digital Blasphemy, and Binko up into third. Digital Blasphemy had to fend off Binko in the second race for the win, and Binko got the win in the end. So did Digital Blasphemy. Knows how that went. Sharen though on the tail of Binko. He's not getting Binko have a moment's rest. Sharen full on attack in this race. He's got to be aggressive. He hasn't got the pace that Binko's got, and he needs to get right in there and busy with Binko. Skyjacker meanwhile pulling away in his monster livery. He's out wide though. Can he keep the car? He keeps the car, but that's going to cost him time. Digital Blasphemy and Binko are heading in his direction. Digital Blasphemy's gone out wide though. Binko's got it perfect on the inside there. They're side by side going through the chicane, but Digital Blasphemy, he clings on to the second place ahead of Binko, whom is third. Then we've got Sharen in fourth place chasing them down. Then Electric in fifth. We've got Koikarp in sixth place ahead of Rido in that Marlboro livery. I'm always going to say that Marlboro livery. It's my livery. I made it. Okay, I'm pleased with it. And UBD there in the Pink Panther Golf chasing down Rido, getting very close, bringing Barry Twins along with him. Skyjacker though still holding on to that second lead ahead of Digital Blasphemy. Binko cannot make an impression on Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy at the moment keeping that Golf secure in his second place. We'll get on board with one of these guys, shall we? There's Sharen. We're on board with the Russian sensation here, chasing them down. Skyjacker leading, Digital Blasphemy in second, Binko there in third, just ahead of us. We've got Electric a little bit behind us now, 7/10. He's fighting with Koikarp, and Rido 7th, Uncle B in 8th place. And oh, it looks like Bingo's getting a run on Digital Blasphemy ahead of us. Skyjacker looks to have not pulled away that lap. It looks like they're all closing up there for the lead. Skyjacker looks, he's late on the brakes in that one. He looks very wide. And oh my God, they're closing up again. The top four, absolute bedlam here. Skyjacker still leads the way from Digital Blasphemy. Sharen's gone for a move on Bingo, and he's through. Sharen up into third place. Bingo 4th, and Electric's right there as well, with Koikarp along, and Rido in 7th, Barry Twins in 8th, UBD in 9th. And Skyjacker's got it all to do. He's got the whole field queued up behind him, waiting to take a stab in this final race of the round for the VW Golf Cup. And I must say, it's been fun. It's been great seeing these little Golfs. We've got some interesting tracks coming your way, so it's one to follow, I think. Keep your Sundays open, because this one is 3 wide behind, 3 wide. Bingo, Digital Blasphemy and Sharen, they're all wide. There's a barrier there, none of them care. And Digital Blasphemy is clinging on to that second place. Bingo's alongside him on the inside for this corner, and Bingo could late break it into the first corner, and he does. And Digital Blasphemy's clinging on around the outside, trying to stay ahead, but Bingo's got the move done. Shiren and Digital Blasphemy are stuck together again. I don't think they can see each other, sharing the same piece of dirt. And there goes Shiren then up into third, Digital Blasphemy in fourth, Electric closing in on that battle there with Koikarp in sixth. Seventh there for Rido, Barry Twins in ninth, but Skyjacker now in the lead of this race. We've got over 7.5 minutes left to go. It's a lifetime when you're sat in the lead with Binko in one of these Golfs chasing you down. Shiren though is not letting Binko have a moment's peace. Shiren knows he's got to hustle. The Sunday evening driver, he's got to stay with him. He can't let him get into a routine or a rhythm, or Binko will start smashing in some lap times. So Shiren trying to keep Binko unstable there in second. Digital Blasphemy following them through in fourth place. Very tight racing out here, and there it looks like Koikarp's going for a move on Electric. Electric coming across the track to cover off the inside, but Koikarp looks like he's got the drive though on Electric. Electric on the inside this time round though, and Electric survives in fifth place against the Koikarp onslaught. And Koikarp bringing it again into turn one. Binko still in second, Shiren third, Digital Blasphemy fourth, Electric in fifth, Koikarp is in sixth, Rido in seventh. And if Electric and Koikarp keep battling with each other, then Rido will be catching them up. He's only a second and a little small change behind him. Koikarp adamant he wants to get past the VRC Motorsport livery, and we had a bit of contact there. I don't think Koikarp was up the inside of Electric enough, but he thought Electric probably should have given him a little bit more room in that corner. Both kept their foot in, and Koikarp is ahead of Electric. Electric had to back off, and now Koikarp is up into fifth, but Electric coming back at Koi. Is he going to sling it up there late on the brakes for Electric? He wants that fifth place back. He's on the curves, he's on the brakes, he's through. And Electric, there he goes straight away, going back at Koi, but Koi's got a better drive through the final part of the corner, but Electric's just got his nose ahead of Koi, and Electric keeps hold of that fifth place. And I believe Koi took Electric round when he first joined VRC, so this is the student and the teacher coming together, and Koikarp there, he's still got some tricks he might not have shown Electric yet though up his sleeve, sitting there in sixth place. And now with all this battling, like I said, Rido, UBD and Barry Twins are coming to join the party, and Electric is now going to be defending not just from Koikarp, but he's going to be defending from Koikarp, Rido, the Uncle B Darren and Barry Twins. What a battle. Skyjacker's under threat. Skyjacker's lead, 5 minutes left of this race. Skyjacker's got Binko and Shiren all there, breathing down his neck. He is aware Digital Blasphemy's dropped off them a little bit. He's all on his own, and if he's not careful, he'll be in that battle with Electric. Electric looks like Koikarp was going for a move, but now Koikarp going to have to defend, but Koikarp coming through that second part of the corner a little better than Electric, but Electric still got that fifth place. Skyjacker's still fending off from Binko. Binko's going on for another attack in the first corner, and Skyjacker's just about seen him off at the moment with 4.5 minutes left of racing. There's still plenty of laps here for race 3 of round 1 of the VW Golf Cup for the Virtual Racers Club, and Shiren's in there. Shiren's now going in for a bit of a battle, and Binko dropping down to third, and Skyjacker will be very much relieved with that turn of events. Now Shiren going in for the kill. Skyjacker, how relieved will Skyjacker be? Who does he want to fight? Binko or Shiren, because they're taking it in turns. Digital Blasphemy, he's 1.5 seconds behind them. Electric there, he seems to fend off Koikarp's gone missing. Now we've got Barry Twins and Uncle B Darren up into 6th and 7th. Koikarp's down in 8th. Rido right down in 9th. You've got to think that Rido and Koikarp may have had a coming together. And there is a Urban Pirate. Then he's driven well. He's doing consistent lap times. When he gets the gearbox sorted out, he's going to be in there. And Shiren is up. I can't do a replay. There's too much action going on around. And Shiren there, no, because Skyjacker's through. So maybe Shiren made that easy for Skyjacker. Maybe Shiren muscled his way past, didn't feel it was right, but that looked quite easy for Skyjacker to get back into the lead. So Shiren in second place. and there is Binko right on their tail. 3 minutes left to go. 3 absolute endless minutes for Skyjacker to have to soak up the pressure, although he loves it really. So Shiren then coming on strong to Skyjacker. He's got Binko just behind him. Digital Blasphemy should be starting to catch these guys up. He doesn't seem to be though. Staying at 1.6 away from that battle. Electric 2.3 seconds back from Digital Blasphemy. He's got a second on Barry Twins. Barry Twins on the move late in this race. Look at him. He was right at the very back, but he's hanging it right out there with UBD. They're going cross country. And Barry Twins defending with all he might from UBD, who's there in 7th. He's got Koikart catching him back up. And Rido in 9th, just ahead of Urban Pirate in 10th place. But Skyjacker again under pressure. He's defending like a lion, keeping that Golf right there on the apex, not letting anyone get a move on him. And Skyjacker staying solid ahead of Shiren, who's ahead of Binko. Binko's won 2 races so far out of the 3. Binko would love to get the treble done here, and Skyjacker he wants to win. You can see he loved these Golfs. He was a big advocate for the Golfs coming back, and Skyjacker, Shiren and Binko untouchable. You can't tell them apart as they go through the chicane. Skyjacker going highly defensive, Binko going for the run. Shiren doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know where to defend. He doesn't know whether or not to defend from Binko or attack Skyjacker at this point. Digital Blasphemy still not getting any closer to these 3, even though they are absolutely rowdy out there. Binko now moved up into 2nd place ahead of Shiren, but Shiren's right there. Binko has got that 2nd place from Shiren. They are swapping all the time. 1 minute and 20 seconds just gone, and it's absolutely crazy. Look at this top 3. Skyjacker just ahead of Shiren, and Binko's now slipped back down into 3rd. Shiren back up into 2nd place. Digital Blasphemy in 4th. Electric in 5th. Barry Twins under threat from UBD. UBD bringing it on strong to Barry Twins. UBD up into 6th. Barry Twins 7th. Koikart's right on Barry Twins' tail. Barry Twins having a look at Koi, and it looks like Barry Twins has got himself through, and it looks like Barry Twins has got himself ahead of UBD at the same time. Great run into that corner for Barry Twins up into 6th place. He leapfrogged UBD and Koikart. Great move. But UBD coming back at Barry in that corner for 7th. UBD throwing that Golf everywhere he can. Koikart in 8th, waiting, and he's got the inside to UBD. UBD playing it, driving very wild, driving very wide, and Koikart managing to get it and pick up that position up into 7th. Meanwhile, Skyjacker still leads this race. 12 seconds to go, and they've got a whole lap to do. Shiren in 2nd ahead of Binko. Binko getting a tighter line through that corner though on Shiren. Shiren, nothing he can do to defend that as they come down to the corner. Braking at the same time. Binko just ahead of Shiren as they make their way around on this final lap. I haven't seen any of the top 8 have finished yet, so Skyjacker comes up over the hill for the final corner through the chicane, and then that is it. Skyjacker can claim the win. Can he stay ahead as he goes through the chicane? He comes towards the line, and Skyjacker hard fought takes the win there. Shiren grabs 2nd. Binko, take a boo, my son, grabs 3rd, with Digital Blasphemy in 4th. Electric grabs 5th. Barry Twins gets 6th in the end, ahead of Koikart in 7th. UBD dropping down to 8th. Rido in 9th, and Urban Pirate grabbed 10th spot there in the end in that race. And what an absolute corking little race. And Skyjacker, how much pressure could he soak up? Could he put up with much more than that? But a great win from Skyjacker, and he breaks Binko's little duct there. So fantastic stuff. I'll try and grab the replay for this one. So it's just the first race, either Koi or Sky. Hopefully you saved it in case there's any stewarding to be done from that first race. I'll take you to the race results then. And there it is, Skyjacker on the top spot in the race all the way through, always had the lead. Everyone was there attacking him, but he would not relent. He would not give up that position. He fought, he stood his ground, and in the end he took the spoils for the win. Shiren grabbing second place there with his ever battle with Binko. Those two absolutely thrilling in second and third, swapping places each corner. What a thrilling ride that race was. Digital Blasphemy in fourth. He was in the mix, but he just slipped off there near the end of the race and kept hold of fourth place. Electric in fifth. Great showing from Electric in the Golf with Barry Twins. Good showing today, this round for Barry Twins. I know race 2 he was quite far back, but he did get knocked back. But he's been there in the mix, racing hard. Fifth place there for sixth, for Barry Twins. Seventh for Koikarp up there. Oh my word, Koikarp, what a race. So seventh place for Koikarp in the end. UBD in eighth. Went a bit wide at the end there. He was really pushing that Golf. I think he was overdriving the Golf, going out wide on the grass, and he lost a couple of positions because of that. But UBD, when he gets on top of that Golf, he's going to be a danger in this series. Rido, not such a great race this one, but the races before that, he's had some good showings. So Rido, one to watch out for in this series as well. Urban Pirate, he looked that's third race. It looked like he got it sorted. It's just the gears. He's just someone in the Discord chat. I have to reach out to him and have a word about the gears. If he had his gear ratio lower there, I think he would have been in on the action. His lap times looked consistent. He looks neat and tidy when he goes through the chicane properly. But yeah, all his issue was there was his gearbox was a bit long. So I think a shorter gearbox ratio in there, and he is going to be one to watch as well. And we will have to see. So that was the round 1 of the VW. I enjoyed that very much. I look forward to round 2, which will be at Suzuka East Course. Another short course, a 1.394 mile track, 6 turns. It's going to be more of the same. And join us then with your Sunday evening for some live action Golf Mark 1 racing. That was fun. I can't wait. I'll have a look to the chat to see if there's anything in there. I didn't look at the fastest lap. There you go. Binko 43.1. So yeah, I think Binko got the fastest lap, no matter which one you take. And Frostmorn saying hi thingy, hi chat. And Frostmorn also saying, lol, it's the watching bumper cars battle it out. They were elbows out there. I mean, there's nothing in it between these Golfs. I think they're having to get their elbows out to get some racing done. Tyler Young's just got some weird Van Ren. Skyjacker saying, wow, what a battle. Shiren saying, oh my god, can't see Digi. Yeah, no, we noticed you two were sticking together. And Ozone saying, hope he's all right. Yeah, no, you two just looked like you were mating while you were driving around. Rido says, thanks, thingy. And Pat saying, Binko got it fastest lap on all 3 races. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter. One of those fastest laps was the fastest lap. So Binko gets the point for fastest lap, but only third in that final race. And my word, as we move on to round 2 and these guys get more used to the Golfs and the gears, I think we're going to see some fabulous battles throughout this championship. And like I said, some interesting tracks we've got coming up, like Suzuka East Course next time around, BB Raceway for round 3, round 4 Tsukuba race circuit, round 5 Central Lago Major, round 6 Northern Isle Speedway, one I'm looking forward to, round 7 Brands Hatch Indy, and round 8 Red Bull Ring Short. So some very interesting tracks in these little speedy Golfs, and we've seen from tonight racing. Now don't forget to keep an eye out next week. Sometime during the week you will see the rivals on a replay here on YouTube, as you will also see the VGT round 4. And then we'll be live again Friday evening with the WRX Challenge. And then we'll be back again here Sunday evening for the Golfs. That's the week ahead in the VRC. I was your commentator and your broadcast. Oh, don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, because YouTube loves that sort of thing. They get really off on it. And I don't mind the odd like here and there. I like to feel that at least, well, those guys race so hard. I can't take at least 50% of the like. 22% I'll take of the like. If you hit a like, I can take at least 22% of that. YouTube probably could take a good 20-30% of it. And those boys racing out there that entertain us can take the rest of the spoils. So I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Norma Scocks. Thank you for watching, and I will see you live Friday and during the week with the replays. Thank you, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love.